Alright. This should, in theory, be okay. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So, let's see if we can make this work. Oh, cool. Hi. Looks like you're the only guy. Did I fix it? Can you hear the background? Because if you didn't... Because if we're hearing sounds, that's a promise. That's a plus from the last attempt, where no sounds were heard. No sounds at all. Looks like we did fix it. So, at first you don't succeed. Get your eardrums blown out by Pablo. Where was... There we go. Alright. Here we go. So we chose the KS-23 shotgun for a variety of reasons. The first of, it's huge. I believe that's about the reasons. I think that's as far as I went with reasons, actually, for that rationale. I really think that was about it. Just, is this a shotgun? And the answer being yes. Yes, I think it is. Alan's having a nap. Some people from the Doom faction have come to just have fun there, I guess. I guess that's what they do, you know? Alright, so here we go. We have that giant chem fuel pond in the middle of the growing zone. I don't think that that is going to go away, but I also don't think that that's really a now problem. The chem fuel pond in the cornfield seems like a future problem. I think that is what we will do. So I do apologize for the rough start. It's been somewhat rough of late, both in my life and on this channel, but the Legion endures, and it is what we do. Alright, there we go. We're just going to add some steel here, because steel is better than everything else. And I hate things. In general. Alright, so we're going to start mining and digging. And this is where things start. Diggs, you and Pablo can come back. I can't read chat and run this horrible fucking base. Oh, we have a mad tortoise. It's about to get clapped. Oh, wow. The speed at which this thing is angry is unbelievable. It really needs a Werner Herzog voiceover. The inevitability of time stretched infinitely onward as a horizon, as the tortoise sought the eternal damnation of humanity, as it afforded itself no respite, as it crawled onward, ever onward, toward the destruction of itself. Little did the tortoise know that there was a man with a 23 oh, it is in trouble. Yeah, he didn't even stop. He just... Cool. Alright. Well done. There we go. We're just gonna do all this. Alright, so we're gonna just go ahead and put things out there, and it's gonna be all fine. He can hear game noises, but no other people. Wait, well, that's because there's no other people in here. That's why. That's why you can hear no other people. So I'm not exactly crazy. Alright. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just gonna plant some crops. Gonna have some good crop planting. Alright, there we go. We're gonna plant some corn here. It'll be good. Let me see. Oh. Faction needs a name. Alright. Faction needs a name. That we are going to be, Snack Cobra. And this is going to be Cargonia, the mightiest of lands. Alright, there we go. I have some anti-hippity-hoppity over here on the lawn. A little bit of landmines. Just for whatever. There we go. And we have a fridge. And then we're going to take a, this, and then we're going to just gently cut all this down. Because fuck it. It doesn't need to be there, and no one will miss it. There. It'll be fine. Alright, there we go. Put that there, put that there. Just gotta pave the world, you know. It's just the way the world works. Alright, let's see. We're just gonna go ahead and continue here. Now we need to set up some rudimentary storage, because, well, I'm a moron, obviously. That's why. I can hear the game. Well, Pablo, you can come join. You can come join if you wish. But I told that to you and Diggs, but it appears Diggs is otherwise engaged. All right, let's see. What's funny is I can't even read the chat, so I'm just gonna have to pay Paradise. Too many windows, too many things open. Okay, animal transport pod crashed, let's see. No, I don't think so. That has long since perished. It is now irrelevant. Ah. Tell Pablo can't read chat. Pablo continues to type in chat. Pablo, please. Please, buddy, you're killing me today. That is hilarious. That is... Because I can see, like, the left hand of it. So it's like, hey, I can't read chat. Keeps talking. No! Stop. No, it's just Pablo made my ears ring. Because I told him they couldn't hear him, or you. And Pablo's solution was very 19th century. He decided to just keep yelling louder. So I had to put drops in my ears like an old man. I'm very easily startled. My ears are still ringing something fierce. But yeah. Good evening, Pablo. Can you help me watch the chat?
I will. Let's see. A lot of them are telling me to scream at you, and I said no. I'm gonna give Mr. Tex tinnitus again.
I already have tinnitus. All right, so it looks like this guy ran up, and his name is Neil McDougal. Neil Boxer McDougal. And he wandered up in the middle of the dark, or sorry, the middle of the noon, I should say. In the middle of the noon. And he has a peg leg. He has a peg leg, and he just has a knife, and he just wandered up and just started stabbing somebody who was sleeping. Like someone was taking a nap, and this guy just wanders up and just starts stabbing him. So let me turn this friendly fire. That's dumb. Let me turn that off.
So he's just some angry, just some one-legged Irishman with a shiv. He's like, oh, get off the land!
All right, so the mod's great. Let me tell you about. Oh yeah, that's how that should be. That's a fantastic sound. All right, so you guys just gotta look at how high lethality this is. This mod
somebody.
Just handles things. Yeah, don't get up. That was dumb.
Somebody asked if that guy was one of Chippy's friends.
Oh, just showing up and stabbing people. Yeah.
Someone named O'Dougal.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's North. He's North, not Irish. There's a difference.
Yeah.
They both
hate the English, though.
Yes, they do. Well, one of them is English and hates it. Well, that's a different thing. All right. Don't like him. So here's what we're going to do. What are we going to do? We're going to take, we're going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to just tunnel into the mountain very gently. We're going to very gently tunnel into the mountain as we start our corn mine. Don't worry about the corn mine.
You gotta dig up all that corn.
Well, yeah. I also need to build fatal funnels. God, that's a lot of fucking blood. Why is that guy? Why did he just come over here and just start stabbing? Well, I mean, I know who plays him. I mean, I've wanted to stab Salt before, but it's, I mean, it's nothing personal. It's just the things he says are very stabbable. And
what happened? Did you buy honey from him too?
No, I'm not upset about his fake honey thing, because that's not actually illegal. Most honey in the U.S. is quite processed. I've played enough role-playing games with the man to know he's a cad. He's a bit of a man. He's a wild card.
Oh, remember the I demand
hospitality.
Hospitality. I'm like, Salt. You're in the middle of a swamp. These are swamp people. I don't care. I deserve it.
Yeah, Salt. Okay, so Salt had a character that was a knight, and his ability as a knight was to demand hospitality. That is to command from the local population, resources and kindness. And so you gave him this as just something fun his character could do. And then he ended up using it in every which way. So again, you're in a place that's basically the forest moon of Endor. We're in the middle of nowhere, and he's screaming about, like, bring me your finest supper. Ugh.
That character was, Well, plus he was trying to play like the too historically accurate knight. Like, yeah, he's like knights were. He's basically a brigand with royal authority.
Well, he's not wrong there. I mean, he did play that character to the T as a knight, which meant that was a horrible person to have in the party. I mean, it's pretty bad up there. It's almost as bad as that time that Frank died when he thought he could ride the worm.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let's play D&D with chat here. Let's say that you go into an abandoned structure and you find in this abandoned structure a worm. And this worm is coming out of this giant hole in the bottom of the structure. It is a giant worm. It is about the size of, what, a cow around? You said it was very large, I think.
Yeah, it was probably a little bigger than that.
Okay,
its
so
mouth was probably about as wide as a pickup truck.
yeah, so do you, with pickup truck size mouth, worm in the basement of this bar, do you A, run toward it, trying to attack it, B, run away from it, trying to flee it, C, ride it? So, ride it was what Frank chose, and as Pablo informed Frank, Frank chose poorly. This would later then thereby be kind of made a little bit worse because, well, Frank later had another incident in a different game that was just as bad. Well, that was with a book. That was actually with a book. Frank read a forbidden book.
Which was apparently so good, he just turned to dust.
Yeah, Frank turned to dust. He actually did turn to dust in that game, which was pretty cool. As far as like character ends go, like dust is up there from book, you know. It's pretty decent. Let's see. Oh yeah, my IEDs. I need to install my IEDs. I bought them, so I might as well use the shit out of them.
Nice. Do you have the mod that lets you remotely detonate them?
I don't remember if I have that mod. I'm just gonna go plant them. Actually, I'm gonna put them right over here. I'm gonna put them near my doors, and I'm just gonna have these 155 millimeter IEDs. You know, just little bit of blap.
Did you pick the pirate intro? Because I saw you have some of the ship parts crashed down near you.
Yeah, I chose the pirate one because it seemed fun.
Oh, it's pretty awesome too. Because like as you're landing, all the shit's falling around you.
Yeah, and sometimes we land on the mines, which has been pretty fun. Because I started with mines scattered. I thought it was a multiplier for I guess challenge.
Yeah.
All right.
I also learned the hard way that you have to quickly get away from the volatile core because my first game lasted all 5 seconds because I told someone to destroy it and it went off and killed everybody.
My last base, I had a small fire. Small. I mean, about the size of a toaster fire. That spread somehow to the magazine. And the magazine of my former fort was in the mountain. The game crashed because the explosion was that big. It Sarah Connored every single one of those people. I mean, like, yeah, like where they just like where she explodes into a skeleton while holding onto a fence. Yeah,
the skeleton just turns to dust.
Yeah, like that's what happened. Like I was like, oh yeah, the magazine I have because I just have piles of stuff. What is that? Is that a fucking gas geyser? Ah. Actually, wait. Don't worry about it. I have an idea for that gas.
If you click on the chem fuel pond, there's a command that lets you bury it so it doesn't get in your way.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna bury some IEDs, Pablo. I've had a lot of just weird moments in my life, and I've learned that when life gives you IEDs, you bury them so that when people come to do you harm in the night, they explode. So, anyways, bit mouthy. Don't think it fits on a t-shirt. Let's see.
You have the mod that lets you turn those Halexian geysers into war crimes where you can build gas chambers?
Oh, the problem is I've been there way ahead of you. So I did a series of experiments. The first one was what I called the cold room. So I managed to get the cold room to like negative 300 and something, 380 something. And so as the robot pushed them into the cold room, they would die, which was neat, but not really effective, and the game would kind of lag out as it happened because they just froze solid.
Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit?
I don't know, one of those.
First one, then the other. No, because if it's like because if it's 273 negative 273 Celsius, that's absolute zero.
It's one of Pablo. It doesn't matter. I just it's very cold. It was negative many. So then I did hot. Well, then I did the hot room where I made basically a catalytic converter for my nuclear power plant, and the heat gas went through where they were, and so I had 3 rooms, right? And so the first room was the "Do you want to join our fort?" And it was just kind of hot. There's no air conditioning, and it's right next to the exhaust duct. And then the second room is like, "Oh, you don't want to join us? Well, here's what happens if you don't join us." And they sleep on the floor in the exhaust duct, which is like 290 degrees. So they're constantly like pacing around getting mad, and they're like punching the walls, like they're just clawing at the wall, like ah. But it's like a fucking furnace. They can't do anything. I mean, it's made out of fucking metal. They're very weak at this point. Now, when they've had enough time in the heat box to think about it, they go to the double or nothing room, which I have called uranium jail. Now, uranium jail is where I store my spent nuclear material, and I also put the prisoner beds in there. So every day that they resist me, they get a degree or 2 weaker as a result. And uranium jail is the way I deal with long-term dissent. Uranium jail.
Do you make them eat the nuclear waste for food?
No, I actually make them eat the canned hobbit meat I have.
Well, that's like, I mean, considering how fat hobbits are, it probably tastes like, really high-quality pork.
It probably does, yeah. Yeah, so, oh shit, I gotta move these landmines. So many fucking landmines, bro. I'm telling you. I went to Costco and got the landmines. I think what I need to do is to turn these hobbits into delicious meat food. Okay, why is he mad? Recreation starved. Well, let me get out that uranium computer we brought. No, not that. Yeah, there we are. A steel arcade machine and a uranium computer. Excellent. Well done.
Does it provide its own power source?
I don't think so. Don't worry, we have those radioisotope thermal generators. Remember in the BPL when we, what was that? We calculated the, just to use math, we calculated the force required of a stream of piss to break a popsicle stick.
Oh yeah, it's because I was like saying, "Oh, I'll just pass my fluid dynamics," so they made me like figure out all these P facts, and one of them was.
Well, Pablo, if you announce that you did something academic in the BPL, they're going to figure out something horrible to do with it. I mean, so how much piss was it? Like, how strong a piss do you need to take to, make it happen?
You know what? I can figure this out in a few seconds.
Oh, all right. Let's get some facts for the audience here tonight.
So we want the force. So force is mass times acceleration, or actually the kinetic force is 1/2 mv squared. So you gotta figure out the mass of the stream of piss.
All right. So while he's doing piss math, only things you hear in the BPL, piss math. All right, the kitchen stations, the hauler stations, excellent. So we have a lot of milsurp and a lot of landmines. It's about what I expect of anything I ever built. So, Pablo's just doing some piss math here. Piss math for charity. No.
All right. So the average is about 3 millipascals of force.
I don't even know what that means, Pablo. The average piss is 3 millipascals. So what is the
No,
shearing?
Oh no, the tensile strength of a popsicle stick requires about 3.64
millipascals, you mean?
Actually,
Piss math. Oh man, we're gonna run out of storage. God damn it! All right, so we gotta.
Wait, megapascals? Holy shit!
All right, Pablo, help me read chat. What are some of these people saying? What are they in fact discussing?
They told me I should be happy that it's pee and not other things that come out the peener. Oh, they're enjoying piss math.
Ah, excellent.
They said you should change the title of the stream to Pablo Talks Piss Math.
Well, Pablo knows a lot of really stupid mechanics. Now, I did give a lot of random items in this. It looks like I have a Christmas tree. So I will use this Christmas tree in conjunction with this IED over here, so that if perhaps wandering wild men are attracted once more to the veneer of civilization and sharing commonality and whatnot, I will blow them to kingdom come because they stepped onto my property, and that is not okay. Alright, so all we need is a little IED here and there. Oh man, I am badly quotable tonight.
Actually, that Christmas tree is part of the ideology expansion.
Oh. Alright. I have a canning and a frying machine, so I'm not terribly worried. We got lots of... Oh, man. People are gonna have a break.
So have they given you the chance to name the settlement yet?
Yes.
Would you name it the New Van Sant?
No. Not at all. No, I'm going to give everyone tiny rooms this time as well. You know, just like Door Fortress.
Yes.
Tiny rooms, efficient. And in time, these will be jails.
Do they have the tunneler ideology?
No. This is
Yeah, that one
Cargonia.
You can make super tiny rooms.
You can also do that with mods. You can just tell people, like, this is the room. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put steel doors in. Everyone gets steel doors. And if someone has a bad day, you're going to know it. Because it's just going to be click, clack, bang, bang. Alright.
My door don't close no more.
You don't need your door to close anymore. Oh, shit. Okay, the Shogun's here. Fuck, they know we're here. God damn it.
Do they demand all your body pillows?
No, I basically put them in just to be Curated, essentially, but no one needs to know that.
A shameful display.
Please, I am hoping he steps on a mine. I'm hoping he steps on a mine. Please step on a mine. Ugh, so close. Alright. I guess I'll trade with this guy. I wonder if he has any drugs. See what he's got. Here, buy my jade and give me things. Here, you can have some of my... Here, have these... Oh, aminals? I'll turn those into meat. He has a synthetic kidney. I'll take that. Oh, and yeah, I'll take that. And the synthetic... Oh, yeah.
Is he using the synthetic kidney?
Yeah, he doesn't need it. Alright, give me those things. Give me all of those things.
So, chat, here's a little pro tip from your pal Pablo. If you need more Luciferium, you give it to one of your prisoners, get them addicted, then you release them, and next time their faction comes, they'll have more of it because they're all addicted to it.
Wow, that's fucked up. So, what you're saying is start the opium wars.
Exactly.
Alright, I mean, Jesus. Get your enemies hooked on meth, so they're very sad.
I mean, Space Organ Harvest Simulator is just like amateur stuff. You gotta really look in the history to crank up your war crimes.
That's true. The annals of history are stained with more blood than we can ever measure. Alright, so we have very limited food, and we're just bunkered in here. Oh my god, the hippies are here. God damn it. Alright, everybody just... Let's be cool. What do they want? Something. They're probably gonna, like, try to give us vegetables.
And that free, maybe they'll give you some of that free love, and then everyone gets super.
Oh,
herpes.
cool! Union Aerospace is here, and they're an arms dealer. Fuck yes.
Ooh, can they sell you the BFG?
Probably, if I had enough stuff to trade them.
Yeah, but they probably won't sell you plasma cells.
No, they won't sell me a goddamn thing. It's Union Aerospace. All right. So they're probably gonna be like, "Oh, what are you doing here in this RIMWORLD?" And I'm gonna be like, "Nothing. I'm just a man traveling on the land." All right, so okay, we're just gonna talk with the guy from Union Aerospace, and yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. He doesn't need to know anything.
You're popular today. You got like 3 factions visiting you.
I guess. All right, let's see. Wow, that armor is very expensive. He wishes to buy nothing that I have other than my package survival. You can have those. I don't care. What else you got? Oh, cool. Fuck yeah. All right. Plasma. He won't sell me cells at all. You're right. The guy's a bastard.
That's how they get you. Like, here's your big new gun. And like, sweet. And then you go into combat forgetting that you didn't buy any. And
another one. Look at all these suppliers. Fuck yeah.
Then you die horribly. And then you pick up the gun.
Do you think it's like printers? Like printer toner?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a big scam. Like the guns, like maybe the guns like super cheap to make, and then they just like. Isn't that what they're doing to you now with like ammo prices? Is like, you know, the gun's pretty cheap, but then you go broke buying the ammo.
I guess. I mean, it's kind of shitty, but you're not wrong. It's just it's unfortunate. All right, so the trading spot I put, and I'm hoping they will actually gravitate toward it. We also need to collect more things. Okay, let's see. Let's start setting up these people's houses with some of the basics to include furniture, real, and other things. So, Pablo, what would you say is the first thing you would build in a new settlement on an alien world?
A still.
I am right there with you, and that is definitely on my to-do list. All right.
Because, I mean, alcohol is like, what can't you do with hooch?
Well, it's a way to commoditize and ensure that your crops are valuable for longer. Because corn has a shelf life. Whiskey is certainly a longer shelf life.
It's a disinfectant.
Well, whiskey is also something that helps curtail the boredom of living in a world where, survival is.
Yep.
Yeah, survival's a bit more, you know. All right, so let's see. Where's the arms supplier? Where is he? You. No, that's a jade merchant. Fuck that guy. All right, where's... No, I don't need a jade merchant. All right, let's see.
If you're desperate, you can use whiskey as a means to preserve your food.
All right, let's see. What is...
It's a good trading weapon. It doubles as a weapon in times of need. You can get the natives addicted to it and get them to do your bidding.
All right, so what else?
Biofuel.
I traded berries. You may have aminals. Give me money. Excellent.
You can make high fructose corn syrup and get all your enemies fat and addicted to sugar.
And then slowly create the corn economy.
Yes, corn. 10 corn dollars and 8 kernels.
I am actually creating a corn economy here because we will be whiskey barons.
Excellent. I did that with cheeseburgers on one game. I had like all androids, and I had like these big factories. So every time raiders would attack, I'd toss them into like the giant meat grinder and create something called processed meat. Which, as I mentioned before, like if you put things in there, you get more meat, but you don't get any like leather from it.
Oh, that's not good.
So the description is like, it's technically safe to eat. Sure, there's bits of teeth and hair in it, but you won't notice.
That's horrible.
And then I took that meat and I turned them into cheeseburgers, and I just went around with
Pablo,
my
those people have families.
squads of androids selling back mystery burgers. And the burgers gave a positive moodlet, so everyone got happy.
So what you're telling me is you took unhappy people and you used them to make people happy.
I recycled them into Robo Burgers. It was like the McDonald's from hell.
I don't know. I mean, I think the McDonald's from hell is just a McDonald's.
Yeah, when they always get your order wrong.
Well, yeah. I mean, oh, cool. I can detonate these with my phone. Excellent.
No, but they're like, they act like sincerely bad, like since they're apologetic about it, so you feel like a dick if you're mean to them.
Well, I mean, everyone's trying.
Yeah, I never understood yelling at like salespeople. I guess it makes people feel big because their kids don't call them anymore.
Well, it's relative. It's relative. I mean, some people just like yelling at people because it makes them feel better or whatever. It's not really. I don't understand why most people have motivation to do such things like that. But hey, look, everyone's got nice rooms.
Oh, someone corrected you. They said text. Those people had families.
Ah, yes. My bad. I'm giving everyone a dresser. Oh, wait. Yeah, we have a lot of trade caravans that we have almost no means by which to acquire things that are useful at the ready moment. But we will, as soon as we bring in all of our things we've had from outside. Go away. What did they give us? The hippies left us silver. Gross.
And it's probably something stupid, like, oh, if you put this, it's probably not even like processed. It's probably
The Shire's here.
Oh, looks like your meat delivery arrived.
Well, we'll see, won't we? What's Mr. Baggins want?
Oh, some potatoes. No, they smell your corn.
They want my corn. They're
Are
gonna
they
get,
like the?
they're gonna
Are they
get
the
my
hobbits
crops.
from Overlord?
I don't know.
Did you ever play Overlord?
I did. All right, what's
Remember
he? I do.
Remember the Hobbit guy
I
being
do.
that fat bastard?
I remember. All right, so let's see. What do he have? The hobbits are like, they're bringing lots of like incendiary ammo, and I need to sell off some of this waste I dropped with that's just literally scrap metal. I don't need it. What does he have? Does he have, oh my god, yeah, I don't need all these baby dick haulers if I have the giant hauler 5s. Where did those come? Who cares? All right, so, yeah, all right, there we go. Actually, I'll keep that and those and that. All right, good. Give me money. Give me money. So, Pablo, what's chat saying? Mr. Read questions. Pablo, I mean, I'm seeing people ping me. I can't read it, Pablo. 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 Well. Good times. Oh shit, it's the fucking Empire. Oh god, they want us to pay taxes. Oh dear. So, the Empire wants me to pay taxes. I think I've somewhat very clearly stated under what conditions I would be willing to pay taxes. And that condition is 0. Under 0 condition will I pay taxes. Hey, Mr. Diggs, are you listening? If you wouldn't mind trading Pablo out for Mr. Goat. Goat 1 cent. I will reject demands to pay taxes. Ah, says Pablo. Sure. Ah.
Off into the void again.
Pablo went into the void again. All right, that's interesting.
I've returned from the void.
Oh, all right.
Also, paying taxes is ethical because
All right, and he's gone from the void as soon as he starts talking politics. All right, so that's fun.
it's not politics, it's philosophy.
Well, philosophically, tax is theft, so I'm just gonna put mines down. And yeah, I think that they should stay off my lawn. I mean, they're the Empire. They don't need my taxes. They have plenty of other people's. They can take those.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Yeah, he's like, you can, well, the thing is at first I was willing to cooperate, because I was like, oh, another Empire in this game. How interesting, because there's supposed to be an Empire. And then there's a different Empire. And then they just started trying to shake me down. And I said, well, what do I get? And I started paying them taxes, and I got like nothing. And I was like, well, fuck these guys. And I just started shooting them.
Hi there.
See, there's Go.
Oh no, I'm getting attacked by raiders. And like the Empire police showed up and were like, not so fast there, suckers! And like gunned them down with Tommy guns.
I don't think that's what happened, Pablo.
Well, that's what's supposed to happen.
Well, yeah, but that's never what happens.
Well, then in that case, their taxation is theft.
That's what I mean. It's the Galactic Empire. They're not nice people. You never hear like, oh, the Emperor.
You're drunk. This isn't your setting.
Yeah, you never hear like Emperor Palpatine, you know, like School for the Blind. Though they did have that Emperor Palpatine Center for like burns or something that Red Letter Media went over.
Somebody raised a question, will you protect me from other people asking for taxes? Because with all the mods, maybe there could be multiple governments trying to tax you. That'd be pretty...
That would be interesting.
You got fucking... Put your base in the...
Wow, Goat, your microphone sounds awful.
What? I sound
That
like
was
shit?
just me.
No.
You're breaking up a little bit, buddy.
You're breaking up a lot of it. It sounds awful.
Must be the noise cancellation. Let me... No, I don't have noise suppression on. Hang on.
I mean, they're probably not even the Empire. They're probably like local grifters who like found like this old uniform and are like, oh, hello, citizen. We are the, hold on, let me read this on it. The Galactic Empire.
All right, here's the Doom people. They're coming up again. All right.
Am I still breaking up?
Like,
No, you sound fine.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
so...
Manta Ray, thank you.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna just sit here and... the hobbits have left. I've been placing my IEDs in case I need to blow up animals. Wow. Oh, cool. He's got a PPSH. Too bad all we have are just 23mm shotguns. Oh well. Time to place more IEDs.
well, that's something I never like hearing. Daddy, I threw up.
What?
Yeah, and then she got water and went back to what she was doing.
What are you talking about?
My kids.
Oh. Okay, because context helps there, Pablo. Alright, let's see. We got a arcade machine. Arcade machine good. We've got a cleaner station, so we can make people clean. And I've got IEDs for whenever someone starts a pyromaniac thing and they touch that thing, we all explode. And it'll be unfortunate. Also, I believe we have eaten all of our food. I think we literally did just eat all of our food. So this could be a problem because starvation seems to be somewhat of an imminent and pressing threat. Okay. Because corn is a bit off. It's going to take some while. Corn is not a quick crop. What is this? Medical crate? What is that? Timber shroom. Cool. There's got to be food. Aminals are edibles.
I remember when the alcohol mod first came out. It wasn't balanced well, so you didn't have to age the alcohol. You just instantly turned corn into whiskey, so you had like these massive stockpiles that you could just sell off.
Oh, you can turn corn into whiskey. It just takes a while. I know I traded a lot of it, but I didn't know I traded all of it. But I also wasn't paying attention, so it's quite
guys,
fine.
You got to spend money to make money, chat.
Yeah, you got to spend money to make money, as we all know.
We're all hustlers here in the RIMWORLD. Sigma grind set.
Oh God.
We played enough of Space Station 13's hyper capitalism simulator. Know a thing or two about making money.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is we are going to try very hard with what resources we have to just begin. All right, butcher creature. We got to get into the details of here because yes, no. There we go. That's the fine detail. You know what's funny is if you eat the canned food in this game, you get high cholesterol, and if you eat enough of it, you get heart disease.
Oh yeah, same with the fried foods.
I think that's hilarious.
I do too, and if you want to be like extra survivalist, just make them eat nothing but canned food.
Well, if you want to do extra weird, one of the things you could really do in this game, just to be incredibly bizarre, would be to just take all the people that you had captured and put them on a steady diet of nothing but like canned food. Just be like, you will grow weaker by the day. The beans will destroy your heart.
Not if they destroy my colon.
Alright, so we've got a radioactive, dodgy battery, and that is our power now. And I'm going to build Benson Abernathy's future office.
Nice. Someone says they are tempted to try space. You know what? Try Space Station 13.
Don't be tempted. Just do it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, if you dwell on it, you're never going to do it. You just got to jump into it like a pool.
Like a pool or marriage or whatever.
You know, or
don't jump into marriage like that.
I know.
Yeah.
This is being facetious. This is a attempted what they call humor.
levity.
Humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to try a server, try CM. Or you could. Did you ever have in the text last time we played on CM? He got shot by his fellow Marines, and they said, "All right, now that the VTuber's dead, we can continue."
The
Yeah.
VTuber.
Yep, that's they called me a VTuber and shot me dead. Fucking Alpha. I'll get them back.
Oh, it was Alpha? Yeah, they're the fuck. Alpha's like the because if you ever watch they're always like the extra soldiers in like war movies that get killed off first in like mass waves.
They're the guys you hear on the radio screaming for backup. You don't see them.
Yeah, Charlie's like the slightly more intelligent Delta, but they lack the ferocity.
They lack the unga dunga, and they don't believe in themselves.
They have the potential, but they just don't have the heart. And Bravo's just sitting back at the fob with their 6-pack of beer, building.
Bravo usually doesn't know there's a war on until they're in it.
Yeah, until like everyone else is overrun.
We have a raid! Yay! All right, where are they? Where are they? Where are they coming from? Oh shit, dude! They're coming in. They're coming in with. Oh wow! They're gonna run into the mines.
Oh, let's watch.
All right, boys and girls. All right. If I've not yet earned an upvote, let's hear it. Let's see. Let's watch the mines work. All right. So
Charlies are the betas. Charlies are
wait,
like.
wait. It's IED time. Get off my porch. All right.
I'm on a delay. I gotta wait a minute to see it.
Oh, Yes. This is my RimWorld collection. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. He's coming from another angle. All right, so where? All right.
Someone's telling you to buy the LBX-20.
No.
Oh
Okay.
my god, I just saw it!
Wait, hold on. This guy's got a shield. Unfortunately, he's walked into the IED forest. He's walked into the IED forest. Oh no.
So one giblet head stepped on the mine and took out like 4 dudes with him.
No, that was me. I've got these wired. Now, I put a bunch of mines into this field because I was distracted while doing it. And it's been a really long week and a very hard month. So, I'm just going to hit this button anyways, even though it's probably going to blow up part of my wall. No, come on, Mr. Smith. Come on. What are you going to do? Smith Sullivan. Smith Sullivan has a powered short sword. But is Smith Sullivan smarter than 155 millimeters and a Nokia phone?
I think the fuck not.
Let's find out.
Ring, ring, motherfucker.
Collect call. All right. So afterwards, Mr. Smith Sullivan's head has been torn off and his spine has been shattered, as well half the the mountain has been tailored. I would say, but. No, so far, very effective. Very, very, very pleased with how that worked. All right, where's the meat? Yeah, all right. Well done. Well done.
Whew, that was a beautiful thing.
You know, it's just about the little things. It's the small touches that you remember. It's the small touches.
How about a more typical-ish Space Station 13 server? I'd say try VG. Every server has its own quirks. Space Station's heavy RP, but it's basically like office work simulator because nobody fucking does anything. And when they do, it's like active shooter, and everyone hides under their damn desk and doesn't really do anything. And if you do something, they yelled at for metagaming. TG doesn't know what it is. It's like a giant blob that just absorbs features from other servers. And tries, and it's held together with Will and Great Hiding. If you do Goon, Goon is a whole different monster. Like if you're an expert on on regular Space Station 13, and you play Goon, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna know what the hell's going on.
Indeed, and it's fine. That's part of the process, really.
But Goon has more fuckery that can happen.
Goon is very... Oh, no. You can't join my colony, madam. You can't do that. I bought a bunch of Russian mines because they're, discount. And I know people are going to say, but Tex, the bodies out there, why don't you dump them in a mass grave? And I'm like, no. We're going to use them for meat, and then I'm going to fry it. So that's what we're doing today. We're making friends the old-fashioned way, the Space Station 13 way. So far, the Christmas tree, I'm wondering if I can use that as a trap. But we'll see. Lots of mines. I did not place them well. I've not heard anything good or bad about TG Manuel other than try it. What's chat saying? Because I know TG Manuel is like they said it is their roleplay server, and
yeah,
I know. Well, roleplay servers are always different. They're always different.
Yeah, they're pretty much echoing your saying thing. They say like Cybele and Bagel, or is it Bagel? How do you?
Civil and Bagel, or
Civil and Bagel. Yeah, they are valid hunting 24/7, and it's full of metacomming. Like you have to do with the cat girl gangs.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, shit, I recorded it. And they'd be like, we weren't metacomming. I'm like, then why do you always show up without saying anything? And they're like, and then admin boing. So.
And why are they always the damn antagonists? It's always like the same 3 people who are fucking antagonists, and they're all admins.
Don't worry about it. Just walk away. I mean, it's one of those things. That's why I don't play.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't play on TG.
I just played other places. But no need to start anything negative. Just
oof. Somebody mentioned the Fallout server. Should we break the news to him, Mr. Tex?
Which one?
I don't know. Well, they said there is a Fallout server, but 9 times out of 10, it's one of those types of servers.
Yeah, they're usually ERP servers. That would be erotic roleplay, and you don't want that. You don't want that in Space Station 13. You need to walk away. Trust me. Yeah, there's one for a while that was called Bad Death Claw. And that was pretty infamous in the community, so just don't. Let's see, what can I do? Ooh, I'm gonna deep fry meats. We're just gonna deep fry.
What did he? Someone in chat wants to know if you're excited about Homeworld 3.
I am hopeful, but it's one of those things where there's a reason why I played older games. I find that I like modding games and playing older games like Dwarf Fortress and Space Station 13 and doing things with a little bit, I guess, more depth. Not to say that the Homeworld series doesn't have depth, it has incredible depth, and I've played through the series on this channel before, and with quite a bit of gusto, I might add. It's a series I love very much, so I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's good.
I always had a weird gap with PC gaming because I grew up like when I remember being like 5 and playing like the original Doom with my dad, and then I got a Super Nintendo and didn't play any PC games until Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I was always a PC guy. My parents kept buying me consoles because they said PCs were for adults, and I was like, "You're wrong."
No,
You're
my dad was just
fucking
cheap.
wrong.
He didn't want me to have a console. He was like, "Oh, you have a computer. It's just as good." I'm like, "Dad, you haven't upgraded your computer in like 5 years. It's the year 2000 and I can barely play Wolfenstein on your computer." "Oh, it's just as good." My dad was also infamously a cheapskate. Like he'd take me and my sister to McDonald's, and we'd all have to share a small Coke because they had free refills.
Oh my god, that's cheap. That's incredible. Like the Tranrarten Pact, whatever. Wow, that's a lot of primitive people, but they got some Glocks and stuff. Well, I've got a bunch of guys with shotguns, and they made a critical mistake, which is they approached on the side with landmines, which, let's be honest, don't do that.
"Dog, why rich men have dinner plate buried in ground?"
Yeah. Why sky near feet? Why feet from body?
"Ouch! Why ground hurt me?"
Okay, so they've got... Okay, let's look at these guys' shit. He's got like a sling. He's got bearskin backpacks. He's got some beer. All right.
Sounds like a real Chad.
Yeah, he's not completely primitive. Where did I bury my closest mine? All right, so I've got that group there. I've got no other groups. I've got the robots need to come inside, like, immediately. All right, where is he? Where is he? Where's my first IED? Oh, they're going to find the mines in the dark. Oh, no.
Honestly, it sounds like that guy's living the life with his beer and his sling and his bearskin rug he wears on his back.
Hold on. They see the Christmas tree. It may trap them all. One moment. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by, Operation Tannenbaum. All right, and Operation Tannenbaum is a success. Ah, yes, the screams.
Don't forget to fire the mistletoe missile.
Oh, yeah, that's... Ah, yeah, that's what you get. Get off my lawn. All right, so where were we? Oh, yeah, deep frying our cannibal peoples and stuff. Okay, well done. Go us. Go us. See, all we need to do is just flip switches and blow things up.
Just like Dwarf Fortress.
Pretty much. I mean, it's the little things, right? All right. So Pablo needs to have, sorry, Benson Abernathy. Vincent Abernathy, the man that he is, needs to dedicate his mind to research as of this moment. And he needs to begin his research as soon as he's done, I guess, fixing the wall with the Cargonian construction crew. All right, do we have this loaded with API? Yeah, okay, cool. And we've got mines there. Good. And more IEDs. Excellent. There's still one more IED by the Christmas tree that did not touch off in case we need it. And then I hit a few more around the map just for what we might creatively call rainy... Oh, what was that?
Contingency, I think, is the technical term.
Rainy day, I'd rather say, but, you know.
Yeah, but we're supposed to use our cool tactical talk.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, so we are attempting to grow an ocean of corn so that we may then thereby begin an ocean of liquor. So I have so many things in this pack that all have their own research trees, which are now all on one research tree, which everyone assures me is better. And I'm somewhat not believing that myself. But I will continue scrolling through this. Let's see. Drugs, sprinklers, blah, blah. Where's liquor? Liquor. All right. Now we're going to get all the way into liquor. All right. Beer, liquor, mixology. Good shit. All right. Next, we're going to get into gas extraction. Liquor and whores. All right, and then once we get into gas extraction, we'll get into, all right, so we have gun turrets. Yeah, we need to get into that.
Can you make suicide bomber animals? Not really. I mean, boomalopes only explode after they die.
Give me time. Give me time.
Someone said tactical talk. How about forcing Lieutenant Corporal Schmuckatelli to go rearrange the landmines?
Yeah,
Until you get tired. Yeah, that is true.
I mean, that's what I do. It's okay. That's 150 millimeter. I think I can do a lot better.
That's less tactical talk and more just that's too realistic for milsim.
That's fair. I'm trying to figure out what do I want to do, because I'm going to have a gas refinery, which is great. I mean, it's great to have a gas refinery. The question is what to do with it. And I'm thinking, okay, there's advanced power. Yes. All right, we're going to do that. Maybe. So then we need to go get into... All right.
Somebody was asking me about Goon chem recipes, and I told him to make flubber.
Oh, yeah. Flubber is, well, the devil. If you ask the poor people on Goon Sec when you made it last.
My sides were in orbit that round.
Those poor men did not know what to do.
They were so confused. Like, what's wrong? Is there like a charge or something? Or like, do they have like... I'm like, it's flubber! And then I just bounced into him and turned the whole room into a pinball machine.
Yeah, they didn't care for that. They kept calling in reinforcements, and we were like, why? We're just bouncing around.
And then the reinforcements would get bounced around too. So if you're ever on Goon and you're playing an antagonist, just rub some flubber all over yourself, and no one can touch you, because security are creatures of habit, and they like using the stun baton because it's basically, one hit and you're done. But to hit you, they got to walk into you, and when they walk into you, it triggers the flubber, and they go flying back like 50 feet and take damage.
It is great. It is absolutely great.
It even comes with like the sound effect where it goes boing.
All right, so Vincent Abernathy is doing research in the dark. He is learning how beer brewing works in the dark.
But I know how beer. I already know how it works.
Yeah, but in video games, your character does not possess the knowledge that you, as a person, possesses.
My next is...
What is Psydoc saying about autism?
autism engineer in CM with knives.
Ah, yeah, that was amazing. The knife man. He was like, "Who will brave this wall of knives?" He made a series. Okay, this guy was a fucking genius. He made a series of tubes. I managed to actually capture it on film. But he made a series of tubes that shot knives, like hundreds of knives, back and forth, and they were getting caught and shot constantly. And he had 2 rows of them, and he was sitting behind them with a turret on the end of the ship. So the aliens are rampaging through trying to kill everyone, and then they come to this room, and one of the aliens just goes, "Bruh," as this fucking series of pipes is just going like shooting knives at like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
What's he shooting with?
Well, pneumatics. Like, it was just pneumatically, it was disposal loop, man. It was a disposal loop of knives. Yeah, and it was constantly shooting knives. I got it on film. And he's just asking the aliens, like, "Dare you brave my wall of knives?" The admins had to teleport aliens in there because the knives are that dangerous. One of the aliens walked into it, and it just made him disappear. That was the end of it. It was pretty bad. The knives were bad. The farts were pretty bad, especially when we tried to run the engine on farts. And I remember that one guy lifted his mask and almost had brain damage. That was pretty bad.
It used to be on Goon before they changed it. They had it so like one of the mutations was you fart out jankum. They recently changed it to toxic farts. So you could give yourself like there's a way where you could like make it more pungent. So you literally get people high off your farts.
Yeah, you could do a lot of weird things. If you want to get one of the Goon Station achievements, like if you're new to Space Station 13 and you want to get one of the Goon Station achievements, there's an achievement called Too Fast, Too Furious that is fantastic. And what you need to do to get this achievement is very, very simple. You take your spare oxygen tank and you take your shoes and you combine them, and then you sit down in a chair and buckle yourself in and activate your rocket shoes that you've made, and it's pretty fun. I encourage you to go try it and learn some things about Space Station 13.
Those shoes are pretty fun.
Or the time we skateboarded across the cosmos. That was pretty good. Nothing like folding space and time as you play on your skateboard, huh?
I know. Or when I do like the Swoley Brotherhood.
Well, the Swoley... I mean... I
forgot what was like the Swoley... I was teach people about the Swoley Bible.
Well, there was the time we started the, I remember when we were making those, chem grenades. And you were like, "Ah, yes, this is my new mix for my chem grenade." And we were like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then you kept talking to us like it was going to be the next big thing. And then you whip it out and it actually eats through the bioseals in the lab and it kills everyone. Like, I mean, everyone who saw the grenade died. Like, that's how poisonous it was. I don't know what you put in there, but, like, it was, like, break the coating poisonous. Like, it was incredibly dangerous.
We were crawling out as, like, our body parts were melting off.
Yeah, we looked like the bad guys at the end of RoboCop.
I know, we're like, help me!
Yeah, we did not look good. We looked, in fact, quite the opposite of good.
Yes. This is going to be some spicy win. Let me make sure all the seals are extra tight. And you're like, "Mr. Abernathy, it appears my face is melting off."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we did a lot of very bad things. We tried to put... I remember we made that one nutriment bar on VG so dense of nutrients that you would like take a bite and become morbidly obese. And we would like put those bars everywhere, so people were eating them. So you'd be arrested by security, and they'd like burst out of their uniform, and they couldn't wear their belt, and so they'd have to be, chasing you down the street.
Yeah, I was making them out of corn oil, which gives you like triple the nutrients. So if you make one that has like 30 corn oil in it, like they just process the whole round and they can't stop.
Oh, that's horrible. Well, yeah. I mean, Space Station 13 shenanigans are like that, though. It's why I like them.
Yeah.
They're so bonkers.
I did it one round, and like it turned out like somebody was playing like the zombie virus. So like near the end of the round, all you see is like these fat people trying to waddle away from zombies. That's
horrible. I remember the time that I stole the station self-destruct and sold it. And I stole TG's station while it was a full station. This wasn't a middle of the night round. I stole their self-destruct and pulled the core out and sold it. And it was fucking hilarious because later on in the round they tried to pull the trigger and nothing happened. It counted down and they were like, "Goodbye, station." Everyone thought the round was gonna end, and then nothing happened. It just like. And they're like, "AI, what happened?" They're like, "Cargo stole the self-destruct." And I was like, "Allegedly." I mean, you can't prove that.
Sometimes when I get bored in cargo, I just make us independent of the electric grid and secretly sabotage all the other APCs.
Well, I remember when we had the prizes, the cargo prize machine raffle thing. That was not good. A lot of people died in that.
Or like when I made the American Gladiators type arena.
Yeah, and
that asshole slipped the fucking shard in the door so we couldn't see it.
Well, yeah, but that was awesome. I mean, nothing like touching the door and going into the Shadow Realm.
Because I literally designed like this giant, like it was basically like most of it was surrounded by electrified grills, and at one point I had a flash in there, so if you walked in, it had conveyor belts that were constantly pushing you into the grills. So if you walked on them, you can only be them for a second and you had to step off or it would kill you. And I had a flash in there, so like if you got too close to it and try to go around it, it would blind you and stun you, and then put you on the conveyor belt to kill you.
Yeah, we put an all access ID in that thing, and that was I remember our vending machine all access ID like killed so many people. They just saw it and crawled into what was very obviously like a trap from the movie Saw, and they just crawled into it and got murdered. It was horrible. But I mean, we just sat there and watched, and then like the items would slowly like roll out, and we'd be like, "Ah, thank you," and then those would become prizes.
And like everyone, like the captain showed up. He's like, "Wow, this is fascinating." And it was a merry old time. And then Tex gave out pizza to everybody.
Well, then there was the laser limbo, where we made that laser that was powered off the engine, and the laser would start burning through walls slowly as it was going along. Like the laser is just slowly burning through walls. And so when people are like, "Oh, Cargo's laser's burning through the wall," we would come by and look at where the laser was and just paint warning stripes on the ground. Just to let people know, like, yeah, we agree. The laser is indeed loose. But don't worry, we put a warning stripe there. And so the laser was going through departments, and it was like there would be people sitting there at their desks playing with chemistry, and the laser is like an inch behind them. If they move back just a millisecond, they would just explode. And it would be horrifying. So, I mean, we had that fucking limbo laser, and then we challenged people to limbo, and then I was asked to prove it wasn't dangerous, and I stood in front of it, and then a second later, I was a ghost.
One time on TG, I managed to steal an emitter and like the reflectors, and I managed to make a fence, or the reflectors. So like they just go in like a giant like circle, and it would just keep firing beams, and there was just like this constant like. There's so many emitter beams going around, it just looked like a constant stream. Like if you walked into it, it would instantly kill you.
I remember back in the day when the emitter for Singulo would actually go through a wall and do quite a bit of damage. And so in cargo, like in the early days of cargo shenanigans, we would sit behind the wall with like a lever we would pull to turn that thing on. And we'd have it right up against the wall behind the counter. So if security came up and we're like, oh, we're coming in and we're gonna blah, 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 we just fucking pull the lever and just blow them into the afterlife. Like this invisible wall would just give them. We'd be like, no. I remember we also had the crush wall once, where we built this really long hallway that went through cargo, and they would just get in it and start pushing each other, and then we put traps in there, and they're like, "Did you guys make a maze to get in your lobby?" And we're like, "No," and they're like, "Is there a monster in it?" And we're like, "No." We could probably, you know. Alright, we could probably redo that. We could do a Minotaur's maze to get things out of cargo. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Oh, I'm also the reason they got rid of the fog machine on TG.
Yeah, we used to turn that into the meth machine. That was our go-to. Our meth machine, like the meth fogger was everything, but I remember we also briefly turned it into the meth and thermite accessories fogger. So people would be tripping out on LSD and everything else and seeing things that weren't real and tripping out on meth and constantly having heart attacks, and their hands were flipping out and they were just jumping around the screen, and then they're on fire and burning through the wall.
Oh, I did one worse. I made a combination of space lube and space drugs, and I cranked up the shit to max, and I put it right in the hallway next to like medical and research was, and I turned it on and I yelled, "Security help, come to medical!" And I shut down the entire station for like 20 minutes.
I remember we captured the last round that they had the Atmos grenades in there. And the Atmos grenades were, hold on a sec, shit, oh, clicked the wrong window. We had the, God, we had the Atmos grenades were the absolute, like, they were the bee's knees, because one was a cryo grenade, and it would snap freeze the air and make the floor slick, and it would freeze the whole room, so you could be frozen in that room and freezing and unable to breathe, and then you couldn't move anywhere. You just constantly slip on ice. And then there was the fire grenade that was absolute bonkers. And I mean, it was all these different cool grenades. And it was an anti thing. I captured, I think, the last round they had Atmos grenades in, because I started the mother of all fires. So I had an Atmos grenade and I was going to get caught. And so I flushed it after pulling the pin, and it went into disposals and started the fire there.
Oh, no.
So they were like, "There's not a grenade, Mr. Checkers." And like, clunk, clunk, clunk. No. And then just, and then the servers started slowing down.
All about clown spiders and chat. I found it.
Wow.
I found one once, and I was playing. I think it was an engineer, and I actually built like a cage for it. Because apparently, clown spiders will kill you, but they can't break through. They can't break through anything, and like everyone was coming to like admire it, and like one of the stupid fucking Borgs. I guess they got bored and they stormed in and tried to kill it, and like human harm, and they opened it, and the damn thing got out and started killing everybody.
Oh yeah, dude, we did so much. We did so much weird stuff. I mean, back in the day, we ran the engine on farts for a bit. I remember we were trying to replumb the engine because one guy was convinced. Me and this other guy were, well, he was more convinced than I, but I was willing to do the legwork. I was more than willing to do the legwork to figure it out because we always like different things. You know, we always like different approaches to the Hellburn, but his idea was different than mine, and I don't think it was wrong, but his idea was to adjust the pipes through which your hot loop flowed. You know, because he was like, if you could expand the size of the pipe and blah, you could get a higher or lower pressure, and that was his idea. And it wasn't a wrong idea, it's just he didn't know what he was doing with the pipe thing. So we're starting the engine, and he's back there playing with pipes, and I'm yelling at him like, okay, well, the pressure's going through the fucking roof. Like, can I open the valve or not? And he's like, no, hold on, we'll get the vent valve going to this. And he connected it to this and that and this and that and all that other stuff. And I'm just like, I've had it with this guy. And he finally is like, all right, throw the valve. And I throw the valve. And he's like, I think I did it. All right, well, I need to leave. And he logs off after that point. Like, he's frustrated and he logs off. So I am running a Hellburn that I have no idea what I'm doing. Like no idea whatsoever. And so I'm like, all right, well, let's just adjust this valve and adjust that valve and adjust this valve. And I kept adjusting valves because I thought I knew what I was doing, and I did not know what I was doing. I will admit that now. I will very, 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 very much admit I did not know what I was doing. So I turned this valve all the way open, and then the admin like sends me a message, and he's like, hey, did you mean to kill everyone in the hot tub area?
What?
And I was like, no. He's like, or what about the people at the pool party? And I was like, no, what happened? And he goes, well, the pipes are going through there and you just ran the engine exhaust through it. So it just boiled it all off and burned them all to death. Like, I just flash boiled half the station because I was just like in my engine room with this guy's gimped up horrible piping thing he'd rigged together, and I'm just sitting there like playing levers like, oh, plus 5%, oh, that's a lot of megawatts. Meanwhile, someone's having a pool party that's just boiling, and I'm like, engine stuff. I'm not a good engineer. I sometimes know how the valves work. Like, I know how to make power, but sometimes, like, I accident.
But does anybody really know how goon engineering works?
I used to. I used to be able to do all sorts of stuff. I remember there was I want to say it was Goon or TG, but there was a thing where you could take the hot exhaust gases and actually put it into a balloon. And the balloon would hold it. I remember that. It was a bug or something. I want to say it was a while ago, but we would be able to make, like, you know, sun temperature gas into a balloon and then like leave it somewhere, and someone pops it and it just melts their face off, and they're like, why was my face removed? And I was like, don't pop balloons. We used to do a lot of really weird shenanigans back in the day.
That's the unfortunate thing about shenanigans, is once you do them once, you can't do them again.
Well, that's the problem, is I was cursed because as soon as I start recording them, people know what I'm doing. I remember when we did the did you ever see the Doom pump that we ran together with?
The Doom pump?
Yeah, the Doom pump. So here's the Doom pump, as it's called. Back in the day, you could take the stupid air pump that's supposed to pump up your oxygen tanks, You could take this stupid air pump, and you could hook it up to the exhaust flue gas. And when you're making bombs on old TG, you had the exhaust flue, and it was just burning off to space. So you take that exhaust flue gas, and you take it, and you suck it in into this air pump the whole time. And so I was experimenting back on old TG. I was sitting there, and this guy was being a jerk, and I was learning how to make bombs, right? And I'm like, hey, I want to learn how to make bombs. I want to learn how to make bombs. I want to learn how to make bombs. And this guy wouldn't teach me how to make bombs. He was being a dick. So I see him set everything up, and then he's like, don't touch anything, bro. So he basically invites me to go fuck myself and just watch him work. And so I turned on the air thing, and I was like, wow, I sucked the plasma out of this thing. Wow, the pump sucked the plasma out of that thing. So what I did was I had the tube suck, right? And I was like, what if I put on the exhaust thing? So I sucked all of his exhaust gas out, like all of it. And then I just put the pump back in the corner. And so he comes in, and he's like, what the fuck happened? I was like, I didn't touch anything. And he didn't believe me. He used his PDA to scan, like, every surface. Like, and my fingerprints weren't on it. Because I didn't touch the valves. It just died because I sucked all the exhaust gas out. And... oh, wow. That's awesome. I can read chat now. Hello from Ukraine. There are 16 of us. We're at the bathhouse, and we're having a narrative Battletech tournament. Fuck yeah, man. Get that shit. Bronze Silverstring. What a Chad name.
And a bathhouse. That's all. I wish we had bathhouses in America.
Banya. Yeah, no, that sounds nice. That sounds nice. Well, you guys and gals have a nice time. Please do. So, at any rate, oh, Rayford, I can tell you about the people IED. I was the guy who figured out the last unlimited storage compartment on TG, which is people. Human beings actually have the unlimited storage. It's pretty amazing. Or used to. And I used to fill them with black powder and then just leave them around with a don't set me on fire sign and then just let nature take course. And I usually would wreck the whole station. And then they'd be like, how did you max cap? And I'm like, I didn't. Ha ha ha. But I did. But yeah, so I ended up sucking up all this guy's exhaust gas again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And he kept coming back and making it until there was no gas left. And he was yelling at the admin. The admin is dying laughing. The admin is just dying laughing because the admin is watching me suck all this guy's exhaust gas out. And then he comes in and is like, what happened to it? Resets it all again and yells at me. And then he makes me go with him. And I still managed to suck the exhaust gas out because I set it at a temperature. So, you know, as soon as it rose above the correct temperature, the valve opened. And so I just kept sucking all this guy's exhaust gas out into this fucking air pump. And he finally logs off because furious, as it were. And you know, he's like, no, none of this works. And so I have this pump that is full of like a sun worth of hot. And so I just walked around the hallways with this pump, and I put it on out and hit the on button, and everything just turned to gas. Like it was amazing. And the admin's like, "You are banned." I was just learning how things worked, but yeah, science. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. Oh, wait, no. Mine-connected ores. And then I click here, and then I go, aha, mine-connected ores, of which I don't think there is any. All right, looks like one. Okay, we're sitting in here. It's all gonna be fine. We're gonna learn how liquor works. Okay, Diggs is puking everywhere. Jesus Christ, Diggs.
Yeah. I learned how to make max cap grenades on CM.
Oh?
Yeah, they got about a 10 tile blast radius.
That's pretty good.
So unless you fire it from a grenade launcher, you're probably going to kill yourself if you use it.
Athena says she misses taxes. You know, that's one thing I don't see much anymore, is callbacks to Greek names. Remember when that was popular in Greek myth? Like in online stuff, you'd run into all sorts of like Greek names. Yeah, and now it's just like, nah, it's not done. I guess it's had its moment or something. I don't know.
I remember when it was like XXX Demon Lord 666 XXX, and like it was like little X big X little X.
Oh, I remember those guys. Yeah, those guys were great. That was always fun. Those people.
Those early days of the internet where everybody was super edgy.
Yeah, when everyone was unnecessarily with a really hard edge just to try to like out edge each other, and you sit there and you're like, but why? I mean, it was very clumsy for the most part.
OTs are either morons or actually, they're a little bit of both, because you gotta be kind of stupid and kind of crazy not to kill yourself.
Well, I mean, shit happens. I mean, that's just part of Space Station 13. Shit happens, and you just gotta be okay with it.
Yeah, because when I was playing it for the first time in a while, I made too much. I forgot to switch the. There you go. Someone has an example. I forgot to switch the fill amount from like 30 to 20. And I ended up blowing up half of our lab.
I remember when I used to start doing stuff in the chem lab, the AI would send a robot in to reinforce the floor, just out of kindness. So you would just have like, and I remember they just start doing it, and I was like, that's really not necessary. And they're like, the AI wouldn't say anything. It was just one of those things of like, shut the fuck up, we know you. So there would inevitably be a Breaking Bad moment, right? But things happen. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all of those happy things in. There we go.
I've had a bad record with AI as of late.
Well, AI are just friends you haven't killed yet. I mean, met yet. AI are the Shogun is here.
Nah, did I tell you the story about the one Borg that tried to report me to the admins?
The Shogun is here. The Shogunate has arrived.
Do you have a tribute for him?
Pablo, if I don't bend the knee to an intergalactic empire, I'm not paying a guy with a fancy hat. No.
Tex, he has a katana.
That's neat. Here we go.
Don't...
Listen, I don't respect anything that I can blow up. That's just rule of thumb. All right?
What if he deflects your landmine with his katana back into your face?
No. It's not gonna work. Okay, he is attacking from two fronts, so I have to be careful. All right. Yeah, we have to be careful. They are attacking from two fronts. All right. So, we are besieged by enemies. We are besieged by enemies. All we want to do is farm our corn. But nay, they will not allow us to. Oh, he's gonna step in the mines, and they're going for the tree. All right, look at this guy. He's right by the tree. Fell for the tree. This guy fell for the tree. Detonate? Yeah. 1-800, go fuck yourself. All right, what's next? Who's next? Who's next? You? Yeah, you can have some. Yeah. Shrapnel sucks. I got one more for you. Keep the change, you bastard. All right. Yeah, they don't like it. Where's the other guys? Oh.
But Tex, you know katanas are twice as sharp as European swords, and twice as hard for that matter, too.
I've heard tale of these katanas, but...
anything a landmine can cut through, a katana can cut through better. I'm pretty sure a katana would easily bisect one of your landmines wearing full armor in a simple vertical slash.
Are you reading the katanas are underpowered
No.
shit post?
You ever wonder why the Galactic Empire never bothered conquering the Shogun? That's right, they were too scared to fight the disciplined samurai and their katanas of destruction. Even in the Galactic Civil War, Imperial soldiers would target men with katanas first because their killing power was feared and
No.
respected.
Pablo, this shit post, let it die. It's too old. It's too old, Pablo. Let it go. Oh, wait. Look, a body. Yoink. I'm going to take all the skulls. I don't know what I need them for, but I want them. There's no head on that one. Oh, that's the one I 12 gauge. Right, all right. Or 23 gauge. Well. All right, look.
Oh, do you have the mod that gives you like spaceship? Or gives you like, yeah, I think it's spaceships, like the SR something, whatever.
No. No, I have more than enough. Okay, look. Of
No, I
the
was gonna
things,
say,
of
what
the
if
things
they-
in this mod are a fully functional nuclear program. 1, okay. 2.
Well, what I was
No,
going to say is,
let me finish. A
Okay,
fully functional
okay.
nuclear program with multiple tiers of regret and nuclear problems, to include cancer and radiation mechanics. A fully functional petrochemical system with all the cracking points so you can make multitudes of things. And Schwer Gustav, the 600 millimeter siege howitzer. I put all of these things in there as quality of life improvements in the BPL mod pack, which when I finish tuning it, I think will be an excellent look into my rather damaged psyche. Wow, that man is just having some violent puke, and what is he doing? That's none of my business.
I was going to say, what if they had a mod that gave you the Hiller Hornet?
But why?
Because it seems so over the top that would be perfect for you.
Well, don't look. Here's the thing: is I have lots of mines. All right, I have lots and lots of mines, and I may have blown up some horses. That is, in fact, not okay. There's a red panda. It's very mad, Pablo. The panda is coming right at me. It's coming. All right, here comes a panda. I'm gonna call the robots in. And I'm going to send the man with the 23 millimeter shotgun over here to give it a bit of the old blap blap. Sup, nerd?
I don't know, Tex. Chat's arguing about katanas now. What have I done?
Ah, excellent. The guy to know would be Aurelius, because he actually went out and the mad bastard got himself a Japanese waifu who is cute as buttons. So the mad bastard did it. He did what so many weebs have tried and thought of and failed.
She's living the dream.
He is living that dream.
I miss living in Japan.
What was Japan like?
Like America, but everyone's polite and everything is more efficient.
Also, there's a lot of katanas.
Well, not really, 'cause katanas are expensive.
But no, listen, I was told that you go to a sushi house and you're like, Doma arigato,
No,
donde
you're thinking
está los...
Katanos.
Yeah, and you go in there and, you know, you ask them for it and they give it to you. They wrap it up for you to go, you know. They go katana. I know how it's done. You call in and you're like 1-800-katana and they're like, for here to go, right? It's for here to go. And you ask for 1 or 2 katana. You can have 2. It's like street tacos. They're gonna limit you. You can't have all the ones you want. You can have so many, but not enough, right? So you get your katanas. They wrap them up, and you know you leave. It comes with a free towel and a free, very good Turkish bath towel. It's very nice.
And a Tonto if you pay extra. No, Tex, you're thinking 12-inch anime figurines.
Listen,
That's It's everywhere. You go to a bathhouse, there's your waifu on the corner winking at you in a sailor uniform.
Well, be that as it may, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of just I get a lot of emails these days that I don't know how to respond to. Because sometimes people just be like, "Hey Tex, you're very nice," and I'm like, "Thumbs up. It's very nice. I appreciate it. It's kind." And then sometimes people will say compliments that I don't understand. Man, that guy's missing a head. Got another raid. Okay, the killers.
Who's that guy going around just yelling at everybody?
Don't worry about him. We have people that are wearing a war casket.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so this may be the end of the colony. There's a cave bear. Oh, wait. Is it the end of the colony? Because I still have IEDs. All right, so don't worry. Don't worry. I've got some ideas. They're not great ideas. Oh, great. And the Arcana music started. All right, here we go. All right, where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? Okay, there they are.
I wish there was a bathhouse full of gunpla. Man, there's a shortage, right? I got like a whole shelf next. I got my whole gunpla collection on my shelves next to me because I'm a super weeb.
I think that these guys can call themselves whatever the fuck they want because they're wearing power armor they've been like welded into. Benson Abernathy is just yelling at people.
He's the one because I just see how they're running up the random people like yeah,
he's having a bad. But look, oh shit! All right, what's going on? Checkers failed to calm Benson down. All right, Benson's had him. Oh no! The rebels are here. From the rebellion, they may fight these people. Yes, they will. Holy shit!
Finally, somebody doing something.
Yeah, it looks like they're having a fist fight. I'm not getting involved. All right, so now they're moving. They killed one of them, which is great. So Pablo, what the fuck is a gunpla?
So, you know Gundam, right? Because all giant robot things from everyone's favorite BattleTech to modern day Gundam originates from Japan.
All right, 1 second. Wait a second. These bad guys are getting in? Yes. All right, where are they going? What is he doing? Yeah, get Maxim gun, you fuck! That's why I want a Maxim gun. I really want a Maxim gun. See, people ask me, like, do you want someone to share your life with? Do you have, like, long-term goals? Do you want to set up No, I want someone to share a Maxim gun with. I don't care who they are. Just someone who can appreciate that.
Uh-oh. Looks like we,
Yeah, that's sorted.
Oh, no. I peaked up everyone's interest in Gunpla now.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I
Tex,
managed...
I'm gonna buy you one.
Pablo, I don't have room for anything. Hold on one moment. And I also don't like most things. Like last time someone tried to give me a significant gift, it took them significant, like, convincing. Like, it made them kind of uncomfortable.
But it's like the closest thing you get to having like cool articulate models of your BattleTech stuff.
You don't know. I don't need physical things to remind me of why I enjoy something. I have memory.
But it's the building act is very therapeutic.
Well, I know, but I do that with rifles.
True.
Okay, so this guy is wearing power armor, but he's... Okay, yeah, we're just shooting the fuck out of him. Fuck you. Get off my porch. Alright, so those guys could have wrecked everything. And my corn's on fire. Oh, I'll buy a Maxim gun. I'm buying a Maxim gun. Mark my words. One of these days. It's one of those things where I either didn't have the money and it was there, or I had the money and it wasn't. And I'm just like, you know, so it is definitely on my to-do list. However, I just did buy a house, so now there's like that, there's that whole, well, I'd like to, but I have to, I need new pants. Oh no, Soupy had a tantrum, and of the things Soupy kicked was the radiation box, and I think there's, is there one missing? Is there any radioactive material? Well, we'll find out soon. One way or another, somebody's gonna... Don't worry. It's self-correcting problem. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. But yeah, no, Maxims are affordable. It's just I got other adult stuff to do. I got other adult things to do. It's hard to justify fun or even reasonable kind of investments when you've got things like...
I hear you.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'd love to, but adult, you know.
It's my one like slightly pricey hobby I have because I need
Well, no,
one or I'd go crazy.
yeah, well, everyone has a hobby. I mean, some people's hobby right now. Someone has, okay, Diggs has an infection from whatever happened earlier. We'll sort that out. What kind of infection? What is it? Oh, he has a burn from the fire that was from the guys we... Don't worry about it. But yeah, it's all about fixing stuff and being adults and what have you. I mean, I own one machine gun. I think that's more than enough. That's good enough for me. I mean, long term, I think a machine gun is probably cheaper than most Games Workshop investments.
I played Games Workshop once, and that was before I had kids. Because after that, I couldn't afford it. I was a single enlisted man living in the cheapest apartment in town. So all I had, and I just came back from deployment, so all I had was money to spare.
What you're telling me is, you were like, well, I could buy this car at 29% APR, or I could get into 40K. It's the same price.
And I chose Orcs, which is notorious for, let's just buy more of them. You'll win. I mean, it's not as bad as playing, like, Armor Imperial Guard.
Oh, man, Diggs is losing his fucking mind. Oh, cool, a slaver from the Shire showed up. Excellent. We need to set up some Cargonian buildings and start spreading our Cargonian religion. Because soon we will have corn. And with corn will come power. Oh yeah, more skulls. Let me add them. Even for my collection. I think if you're gonna be a warlord on a shithole planet, you need to have a collection of skulls.
Or just like weird old Earth artifacts you find. Like over there, it's like your you got like your board games with like Sorry and Trouble, like an old Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I mean you'd have what you needed. I mean you just here you can have those things. Do they have anything interesting? No, not really. Fucking.
Now,
idiots.
if you really hate yourself, you buy Dark Eldar because those things have cut up your hands.
If you get if you have a bag of Dark Eldar, you potentially have a problem if you aggressively hit the brakes in your car. I knew a guy who actually did get cut by Dark Eldar. Like, everyone makes the joke, but he actually did. They were in his car, and he like braked hard and the bag moved, and he put his hand over to like grab the bag so it wouldn't fly in front, and he just cut the shit out of his hand. I was like, Jesus fuck, dude. Like, file him down. Like, put some corks on the end of them.
I'm mostly like playing Orcs because nobody ever knew what the hell they could do. So like you'd always beat people because they'd underestimate them. Because like, yeah, I'll just play my squad of vanilla Ultramarines and my big boom thing here, and then I start doing wacky shit, and they get like pissed off at me.
Well, yeah, I mean, people. I was always a guard guy. So many generations of guard.
Oh yeah, guard's awesome, but like people like for a reason like all like the unoriginal like people with bad attitudes seem to always want to play the damn Space Marines.
Well, it's because it's easy.
Yeah, so because the best example is I used to run trucks, and orc trucks have like the ramshackle ability, which a lot of people don't know about.
It makes
So, like,
people
he has-
very mad. Yes.
Yep. And like they blew up my thing, and I'm like, oh nope, they just hop out Looney Tunes style and charge your scouts. They're like, what? No, they're dead. You got to roll on the pen. Like, no, I don't. It says right here.
Yeah, that really does. I mean, it's just Looney Tunes rules, man. It's rock, paper, scissors. Just
Yeah.
enjoy painting your models, and if you enjoy your models, that's okay.
Yeah, I also played Zogwart too, and this guy like wouldn't stop playing with me because I turned his HQ unit into his squig,
Oh, that's great.
and he was trying to argue like all these like psyker rules I had to follow. I'm like, no, he's an old boy. That's just his ability. No, you have to roll to see if it works, and then I have to roll. Like, no, it says right here that if he can look at you, he can turn you into one.
I remember a guy made a regiment of abhumans that were horrible fucking mutants out of the parts bin at the local game store. And that was probably the best regiment because there was one guy where he took a bunch of sprues and put them together, and it made it look like the guy had a neck. Like, it made him look like he had a neck like those aliens from... Oh, why is Dig so... He has life-threatening infection? Well, get over it. You just lay on the floor and get over it. He just he's got to get over ligma. But, no, he had a neck like one of those aliens. And,
Like E.T.
No, worse. Like episode 2, you know, the Clone Wars? With like, oh, Master Kenobi.
The Nemoians or whatever.
Yeah. That. It was that. Yeah, so it was just like, and so he had that. He had the guy that had like 40 arms, like it was a ball of arms. It was pretty cool. He's like, it's all Games Workshop models. You have to let me play it, and he was right, and they were really upset at that. He was.
What was it? Was it Mutants and Masterminds that had the hero who's basically like 50 arms? All he kept taking the power that gave him more arms.
Well, that's what
he
you're
was
supposed to do.
I'm 50 arms, man.
Well, why wouldn't you be?
Hold on, look at the name.
Oh, cool. I can get the hit scan chain gun from Doom.
There,
Yeah.
ball of arms. He was ball of arms, man.
No, the worst one, Pablo, go ahead and look up the amazing hammer wheel. I'll wait. If you can read that with a straight face, you're a greater man than me.
The invincible hammer wheel.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're going to do the Doom shotgun, the super shotgun. That's what we're going to use as our standard weapon. And then we're going to go with... do we have fuel? We do. Yeah, alright. Let's do AP slugs. And we got a bunch of Star Wars shit as well, so this is going to be great. Alright, time to start butchering aminals.
Alright, folks, here you go. The invincible hammer wheel's power is that he has hammers for hands and wheels for feet. Or it could have been wheels for hands and hammers for feet. The player himself wasn't sure, but my mental picture was of the character as a man with a monster truck wheel plugged into where his arm should be, who drives up the villains and kicks them with his sledgehammer feet.
With his sledgehammer fate, eh?
Here's how the conversation went. Player, I hear you're running a superhero game. Can I play? Me. Sure. Do you have a character concept in mind? Him. The invincible hammer wheel. He has hammers for hands and wheels for feet. How come he came by these? He was born that way. Must have been rough on his folks. He was raised by farm implements. And his motivation for doing good, he lives in the woods.
Yeah. The amazing hammer wheel. He was raised by farm implements. He has hammers for hands and wheels for feet, or the other way around. And, you know, he fights crime. He lives in the woods.
He teams up with Many Arms Man, who has like 100 arms and can punch you 100 times in one round.
That's fair. So I'm going to put some spotlights out here that allow me to blind people as they come in. And then I'm probably going to put up a barricade here made out of steel, and I'll put some M60s on it just so I can have some Vietnam firebase vibes. Yeah, I'll need to start making 7.62 by 51. And unlike real M60s, these will actually work. So here we go.
Why no Celtic Space Marines?
I don't know.
I mean, you got the, I don't know. Though there is a mod that added fucking, what was it, a Celtic katana to Fallout 4, and it was the most mall ninja shit ever.
A Celtic katana.
Like, it would have been funny if it was like a real mall ninja weapon and it did shit damage, but now this dude was like super serious about it. He had like the sexy character and like the miniskirt. No, she had a freaking like a kimono with like the tartan pattern.
I see.
So you know it was super serious.
Everybody's got their thing, man. Everybody's got their buttons. I mean, maybe this guy likes fucking ninjas that are, you know, Celts, and
Maybe.
that's his nexus, you know? So I'm just gonna start turning out rounds. We have virtually no form of entertainment whatsoever. However, I'm going to fix that. I will put in a disco room at some point.
Yeah.
All we have is chess. Like, you can enjoy chess. That's our options. Or you can go examine the body pile. All right, we need to pull more skulls. Oh.
Like, what if it's not actually chess? It's just some like dumb elaborate board game where they just keep making up more rules.
I would. If
Like
I was
all the
out on a
pieces-
RIMWORLD, why the fuck would I play chess?
Yeah, like all the pieces are just like random shit you find. Like, aha, here, oh.
Oh, it's
No,
a
no,
blasting cap. If I throw this on the floor and it doesn't blow up, I get to go twice.
Oh, nope. Here's your brass casing. I catch the bullet, so we can't fire.
Yeah, see, there you go. Now I'm gonna put some M60s in here.
Or something stupid like you take like there's like one pair of pliers and everyone has like a hammer and you take turns hitting the bullet with the hammer and whoever makes the bullet goes off.
Well,
Loses.
hold on. Someone's saying, I'm going to have to see if we have an edgy Gundam at work tomorrow for, okay, well, sir and or madam, I do not need nor desire any toys or anything. Thank you.
What is the EG Gundam?
I don't know what that is.
No! Oh, it's the entry grade.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, because you guys talk about things and you're like, oh no, it's the blah blah, and I go, it's you're just saying stuff.
No, it's the EG is just like it's one particular model. It's like the vanilla Gundam model. It's like I bought it for my son because he wanted to build them too.
But no, I don't need anything, sir and or madam. I got guff for that. Like, somebody was like weirded out that I called someone sir and or madam, and I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck you are, and it's the internet, so give me something.
Like, what's the gender neutral? Sir, madam.
Well, no, my response is usually like, look, if you, I'm gonna use your name or I'm gonna call you hey asshole. So these are your options. Just a choice. It's the Gundam equivalent of crayons. So I didn't know that there were tiers of Gundam. Like, explain this to me.
Oh, I'm glad you should. Well, EG is it's so there's 4.
All right, sounds like the internet swallowed Pablo, so we don't have to listen to that. We'll just make things up. All right, so I'm thinking that Gundam is about robots and sometimes they kiss and make out. Oh,
Then my
he's back.
Then my
All right.
my headphones died when I was in the
Okay.
middle of explaining. But yeah, remember the old school GI Joes where you could spin like the rubber bands, you'd spin them around and like they snap,
Yeah.
or at least the GI Joes. The high grade are about a little bigger than that. Then you got the master grade, which are about like 10 inches to 12 inches. Those are like more high detail. Then you have the RG or real grade, which is about the same size as the high grade, but they got more fancy details and, you know, cooler accessories. Then you got perfect grade, which are like gigantic. They're like 20 inches tall and like $300. And those are only for like really fancy. And then there's like the RE100, which is just a spin off of the HG line, which are like a little easier to build.
This sounds very expensive. All right, so this is gonna be the murder cave. All right, this whole place is a trap. They don't know
Like,
it yet.
The high grade ones are kind of cheap. The master grade ones can get pricey. Like you can pick up like a decent master grade one for like $15, or a high grade one for like $15.
Well, still, I don't like people spending money on me.
I mean, I enjoy them because they're pretty neat, like little kits, because you get like the sprues and they make like a really highly detailed model for like a couple layers of like them little sprue packs, and you just clip them out and you snap them together, and it's very therapeutic. It's because it's kind of like what you like about building guns, where everything just fits in their place and it fits in there nicely.
All right, so
because it's kind of what helps me just focus and relax. Is the same thing with like when you work on your guns, it helps you relax.
all right, so I'm gonna sit here. An employee discount. Well, is there a Gundam store? Is that like a specific store? Is it a store?
Online
called,
there.
like...
Actually, online there are a couple of them. For me, hobby shops sell them too. Like there's the hobby shop near me that sells like RPG game, or sells like tabletop games, magic cards, and some Gunpla, and vinyl too for some reason.
Why? That's a weird mix of things. It's a
The guy who owns the place likes old school punk music.
Oh, all right. Well, so it's just the owner being like, "This is what I like. This is what I sell."
Yeah, and skateboard parts too.
So it'd be like if someone ever convinced me to start a business, and it was like gun store, bookstore, and coffee shop, and I would have my record collection in there. So I'd be like, "Today is Baccarini, and if you don't like that, you can suck my dick." All right, what is this? Heavy weapons. Yes. All right. Heavy weapons time. Yeah, just by a show of hands, how many people are watching concurrently? How many of you actually got a notification in a timely manner? I'm just curious.
Oh, mine was pretty quick because I was watching a video and I saw like the pop up my suggestions right away.
Awesome, awesome. Glad to see some of it working as intended.
What else do they have? Oh yeah, they also have like the other hobbies too. I got upset because I was checking out like, the battle tech and it was like, here, it's this one shelf.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, in this mod pack we put together, or sorry, this collection we put together. What's really interesting is the miniguns have realistic cyclic rates, or fairly realistic, so it can actually cause the game some consternation. I don't think they'd considered that, but that just makes it cooler. Also, I just want to say this, for all the people out there listening, or who later watch this in the privacy of their own time, it does somewhat feel like we're some sort of underground secret society sitting here.
The few who got the notifications all just sitting around like, ah yes, we heard the call. We are here in the dark. We are sharing our wisdom. The pants are off. Oh cool, I can make human leather sandbags. That'll send a message.
Are you starting the Order of St. Leibowitz?
No, hell no. Rule 1, never rule. The Spacing Guild says that. They're not dumb.
Some guy got pulled over outside.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna put some barbed wire around the edge. Just to let people know, like, what's up. But the human leather sandbags, I think, really send a message. You know, they'd see the face or the nipples on one of them, and they'd be like, I'm not fighting these people. I'm not fighting these people at all. I want no part of what they're doing.
Oh no, I'm uncovering interests from your fan base in chat text.
What? That the robot people might like another robot game? Are you
I
telling
know.
me that is your revelation?
I'm helping you out, man. You build a gunpla kit, they'll think you're twice as cool.
I don't even know what these things are. My last girlfriend had to force me to watch anime, and it had to be explained to me. I'm not very good with other cultures. I'm barely good with ours.
About something, because there's this anime called Gunsmith Cats about this woman who owns her own gun store, and apparently it pays so shitty that she has to take on bounty hunting to make ends meet.
You would not. That sounds fairly realistic. Now, why is it called Cats?
Well, that's just the name of her shop is Gunsmith Cats.
Why Cats?
Because there's two of them. Because they're cool cats, Tex. Because she drives a Shelby Cobra.
Well, that's why she has no fucking money. Like, I can barely make ends meet, but I gotta drive an awesome car. And be like, come on.
I spend all my money on cars and guns.
Well,
My body is a machine that turns paychecks into firearms.
Yeah, that is correct. And, however, now it's more like turns paychecks into like adult stuff, but it's fine.
Turns paychecks into mortgage payments.
Yeah, mortgage payments
and home improvement projects.
You wouldn't go like a cyberpunk, and you remember.
Oh yeah, so that's why we want to live it. Thank you for reminding us.
Like Japan, the Japanese aesthetic was really big into the original cyberpunk.
Yes. Because it was written back when people thought Japan was going to take over the world instead of China.
Yeah, but logic should follow that the Japanese have some pretty good cyberpunk animes, which they do, but it's kind of back in the 80s and outside the purview of like your modern anime fans.
Before their society broke down and anime became just saccharine escapism to help.
Is this going to become the late night stream where Tex sits in the middle as two grown men talk about like big eye, small mouth creatures? I don't know. They're not even hominids.
Tex, I'm gonna run Maid RPG for you sometime. You know why?
Hold on.
Make her watch Ghost in the Shell.
Because it's we did that, but because Maid RPG is mechanically compatible with the Fantasy Flight line of 40k RPGs. It says compatible with Dark Heresy or Only War or Black Crusade or Rogue Trader or hell, even Death Watch.
What's that? What's that, Colt? No, I don't think we will. No, I think we're gonna run normal games. Why is it compatible?
Hey, look, we're already doing the side game for the Rogue Trader.
Why is it compatible? Why is it compatible? What? Riddle me that.
Systems and they have similar statistics.
Why? Oh my God! So you're telling me that there's an RP? All right. Let me unpack this. Let me.
It's an RPG.
Just pretend Mr. Tex has a high stress and works a lot and has a limited time to take in culture and lives in a very small bubble. So small that some people think I am very eccentric, and I am.
But so the thing is you're telling me that there is a role-playing game out there whose principal let me
Go ahead.
whose principal aim and interest is to be maids?
Not just maids, but like the Japanese
Battle
conception of traditional French maids.
But so not even based on just a conception of but
It is often used for magical realm games. I know that's what your question was.
that
Yes.
is exactly what I was going to ask. So
But I think you'd like Gunsmith Cats text because
just change back to Gunsmith Cats, please.
I could hear you. No, because one episode, like an ATF agent shows in, and she's like, "What do you convenience store cops want?"
Uh-oh. Okay.
Because even they hate the ATF because
Oh yeah, they shit on the ATF so hard in that series.
All right, hold on. I've got hippies coming in. They're coming into my corn maze. The cornarium.
and she uses a CZ75.
I have one in this. I've owned a number of CZ75s. Goat owns
pretty
one of
one
the
now.
ones that I tuned.
Well, darn Tex, this so sounds right up your alley, and they have episodes on YouTube you can watch.
Gunsmith Cats was a CZ hipster before it was cool, or not cool, rather.
Yeah, it's got the gritty '80s look, so like it's not like today where it's like today's Hollywood where they only make what sells. It's back where they could do crazy shit and get away with it.
Yeah, they didn't know what the fuck people wanted.
Yeah, back in the day, like anime didn't care. Like, oh, there's a kid on the screen, let's blow his head off.
Yeah, well, that was the whole point behind Evangelion too. It was just let's make an anime.
Yeah, see, there's Mattis Guardian telling it like it is. Text and anime do not mix. Like, my friends will show me an anime, and I will just sit there and stare at it, and they will go, well, what did you think? And I'll go, it was an anime. And they'll go, well, what? And I'll like, this was prettier, that was prettier, that bit was funny, but it just doesn't compute for me. And I guess my brain's like that. It's nothing bad. It's different.
I mean, but it's like anything. It's like if all I ever watched was like comedies, and that's all I ever like talked about, and because everyone has different aspects. We're grown adults. We have different activities we enjoy. Like anime is just one thing that
I'm incredibly boring. I think peak comedy is probably a mix between Mr. Carlin and Three Stooges. One moment I appear to have a raid of, oh my god, they're all wearing furry masks. They have animal masks and spears.
Kill them.
I cannot. All right, so here's what I've got. I have no artillery at the moment, which is a shame, but I do have a minigun, and I did make a lot of M183 ball just to fucking light these guys up. So, okay, here they are. They're in the wire. They're in the wire. Excellent, excellent. Benson Abernathy, I choose you to man that
Cockroach
minigun.
Gubia.
Don't worry about their names. They're so simple, people. They don't
This
know.
is giving me ideas.
Don't worry. I also have multiple layers of defenses. So here they come. Vincent Abernathy is running up. He's getting on his minigun. And, yeah, all right, there we go. And Benson just... Oh, no! The minigun. Oh, dear. Oh, no, it appears that... You know what? Give him some of that, please. There we go. Oh, and... Stop. Hold fire, please. No? I guess he's gonna just start shooting into the crowd. Or whatever. Alright, yeah, that sounds good. Alright.
Benson Abernathy doesn't
Oh,
give
we
fuck.
also
He
just
go up
started a
there
war with the
socks and
hippies
sing.
because they got caught in the crossfire, and Vincent Abernathy will not stop shooting. He just killed the whole convoy.
He'd just be like,
Yeah,
"Damn
he's
kids,
just...
get off
he's,
my lawn."
My god, he is not... Benson, there... Benson, there's only one... Benson, Jesus.
Die, you bastards!
Okay, it's out of ammo, so Benson then went back inside. He's trying to get more ammunition. Okay, Benson, go home. You've done your...
No.
Jesus. Well, we're at war now. that happen. And all it took was one belt and Benson fucking Abernathy. Alright, well. Jesus. I mean, you mowed down the donkey? You shot all of their dogs? You just... Oh, there's one... Oh, there's a guy left. There's a guy left. He is... he is dazzled. He's currently blinded by the spotlights. And he's been shot in the pelvis with a .30 caliber bullet. I'm gonna send Alan up there to just put him out of his misery. This is rather... okay.
A wise man once said, hippity hoppity, get off my damn property.
Yeah, I'm gonna send Alan out there while this one guy who's blinded by the spotlight I have. Lots of loot, but not good loot. Alright, so just disregard the things on the lawn. Blood makes the grass grow. Hey Goat, could you bring me a cola? You're on the opposite side of the house. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Alright. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Okay, there we go. Done and done.
Too. I'll be right back.
So it turns out, as you might have expected, the minigun in this game is horrifyingly effective, and there are, in this mod pack, there are sentries that use this chain gun, and you can't tell them to stop. So you'll have a sentry that sees a target, zeroes in on it, spools up, and starts shooting until it's out of ammo or the target stops moving. And if there's anything in between that and whatever, it dies. So this mod pack is beautiful in how fucked up it is and how lethal it is. And you have to be very careful in your defenses. Alright. This is gonna be great. I mean, the minigun is the best. Oh, also we're turning all these people into delicious food. I intend to make some money here. I'm going to turn these people into meat. However, I'm going to let's see, clear all, and then I'm going to type human, and I'm going to allow human meat, and then I'm going to have hobbit. I need to allow hobbit meat. Excellent. Now I will make canned human and hobbit meat. I'm not a good man in RimWorld. But I am a man. Alright, so now that we have a bit of the old madness, we're going to move this down here. And we're going to move this down here. Not right there. I'm going to make this a rather splendid bit of storage. Alright, and then I'm going to drag this down. Excellent. Let's see, 24 by 11. Alright, and then we'll just do 24 by 11 again, and done and done. Happy. Now soon I'm going to use mines to destroy the hobbit. That's what they get. See, I was reading in Lord of the Rings. I was reading in Lord of the Rings, in Lort of the Rang, as they call it. My God, I actually shot part of the wall out. Holy fuck. In Lord of the Rings, oh my God, my people are wearing the samurai shit now. They just started picking it up. God, you guys, come on. Fine. Help wanted. No, you can go fuck off. We're busy. So I was reading in Lord of the Rings, and in Lord of the Rings, they've got, you know, the hobbits, and they're all happy and so on. But you never hear them talk about having any shortages of food and what have you. So it makes you wonder, do they eat hobbits? Do hobbits eat hobbits? I mean, they're different than us. Be like, we stewed up some bagginses last night. I mean, are they opportunistic scavengers? They're kind of like rats. Oh, by the way, flamethrowers in this mod pack collection are horrifying. They will start fires that go through the whole map very quickly. So if you want to raid other bases, bring a flamethrower and you can kill everyone. It's fantastic. Alright, so we're sawing lots of people up. It's taking a lot because we also have a lot of other stuff. Okay, see, yeah, like that's us butchering people. Awesome. They can all fucking die. Alright, so let's just go and build some more stuff. We got our miners mining. People are doing their thing. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We got lots and lots of 30 cal, and we're building up gas storage so I can, I guess, there we go. Gas generator. I'll just have these over here. There we go. Don't worry about the gas storage in the hallway. It's always been there. It's not a big deal. Compacted plasteel. Mine. Yeah, you can make really nice flamethrower death traps. I've done that before. I've done quite a few death traps. Making hot rooms is actually not hard. It's making the creative ones that you can reset, because making a one-off trap is easy in RimWorld, but making that one that you can just easily reprime and reset, it's why I end up doing really simple stuff like barbed wire just to slow them down, and then scattered bear traps because fuck them for even coming up my valley. Speaking of my valley, I'm going to extend my holding. Shit. No, I can do it. Cool. Here we go. I'm just gonna take it up the valley there. And see, I'm gonna take the valley over. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know why Benson's a furry. I try not to judge my coworkers. Try not to judge anybody. Alright, let's grab these landmines up, because I need to repost those where they need to go as I extend my curtain wall outward.
The exploding curtain.
So why is Benson wearing a furry mask? What's up with that?
He thinks it's the face of his enemy.
Oh, all right. That makes sense. I could see that.
For intimidation.
For intimidation. Got it. That makes sense. Now I'm going to concentrate the landmines in the openings where I know that they're going to come from, and then I'll have fun with them. All right, so landmine A is going to sit right there, and landmine B is going to sit right there. We'll probably blow the door off the hinges, but it will be hilarious. See, I'm just going to dig in here. And you know what? I tell you this much. If the Royal Anyone shows up, if I have a lot of gold, I will buy my way into the royal family, but if they start declaring shit, I'm just going to shoot them. I will refuse to bow the knee or acknowledge any authority other than my own. However, we have been playing a bit, and it is getting a bit late, so I think this is where I will end the stream for now. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for joining me this evening. I do appreciate it. It's been nice to kind of get back in the swing of things after feeling awfully low, and to try to be creative once again.
I'm glad you had fun, Mr. Tex. I hope I was a good hype man for you.
Indeed, indeed.